So here we are with the Elder Scrolls Online, and we're going to give a quick tutorial on this. It really isn't a quick tutorial. What it is that once again you got these forums for this thing, right? So when you're trying to explain something, you always have that worthless life form known as the protector troll. And what he does is that he protects the game, because jackasses like that don't understand that they could be banned just like anybody up there who just openly trolls about it. So I ought to know, because I'll just put it that way. I just happen to know, but it wasn't me. We'll make it that way. Now, so we're going to go through some of the issues I ran into this game, but I'm going to be fair and explain a little bit about it so you understand, so it doesn't sound like I'm just being biased about it. Because there's some cool aspects about the game, I guess, if you look hard enough. But other than that, let's get on with it. Now, with our game, we can select between North America or the European Union. Now, that may be cool and all, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you spend $500 for crowns, and I'll show you what that is, to do your guy up, whatever you got selected, and then decide, I'm going to go here, then whatever you done here stays there. So if you spend $500 in crowns, or plan to, it will not be here. You'll be spending another $500. So when you are starting out in this game, you need to try out both servers and determine which one is worth investing in. That's what you need to do first before you buy anything. Because what you have in the one server will not be available in the other server. Not even, I mean, I understand your character, but the stuff that you got, nope. And if you delete your only character, all that stuff that you bought is gone. Everything you achieve is out the window. There is no more. So I thought I'd hit that first. So let's get this, let's log in here. So as we're in here, we're in our character. This is him. I have actually 3 different ones. They're all the same in the aspect that they're all dragon personnel. That's basically what they do, because you come in here, you can choose your race. So for me, it has always been the alliance of the Nords, and therefore the dragons. I actually like the Skyrim game the most over this, really. And then here you can do your creations of your characters, and I'm a dragon knight and whatnot. It's what I always choose. But it seems like in this game, mages are actually favored, because when you're got this, it seems like it's impossible. I mean, I've leveled up, and it just, because as you see, I got 3 different types. They're all pretty much the same, because I'm experimenting between the types to determine which is going to be better, or what approach in the game world is better, because you hit these simple missions, and some of these missions are like impossible to do, because no matter how much you level up, whoever you're fighting against is like some invincible creature, and you can't get past them. I don't know if it's a retarded developer's thought process of the ultimate boss thing, or what the issue is, because I never really ran into this being a problem in the Elder Scrolls Skyrim, much less Oblivion. I've been able to complete both games without mods, and same goes for the Fallout series, and including the online Fallout 76. But for some reason in here, things are different. So, don't know. Maybe the developers were high when they did this. But let's take a further look into this. So here we are. This is like a way shrine. It allows you to move around on the maps. So if you take a look, I've actually done quite a bit. I've done stuff in here. This one here. So I've accomplished this. I've accomplished attacks here. There's a lot of places I've already been to. Places that I've seen. Areas that I did stuff in. And the most I could show for it is a see, I've come across so much and did all this, and the most I could actually show for is I'm a level 27. My character actually has access now to what they call like Oblivion, because I'm actually on the mission. It's actually supposed to be, it's actually stupid, because this is the main mission that you're supposed to be on, but you don't need to take that. You could take one of these and it'll still take you to this main mission. So I did something completely different than I did with the other two, and I still landed in this same place. So it's like, what retard thought this was a great idea? That's how stupid it is. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. If this is the main mission story, then this and this should only resolve with this. Because that's what it does in the other games for Elder Scrolls. I mean, Oblivion and Skyrim, same way. But for some reason here, they all tie into one. So what I think is that the developers had like a brain fart, and they couldn't figure out where they wanted to go with this. But anyways, so with this you get all this thing. This is 27. This is the best I could do for my health, magicka, and stamina, because this is Elder Scrolls at least, so you have to have it. I got the Boon the Warrior, which I don't know what I got that for, because he doesn't do anything except die. That he can do. I got all these cool magical abilities and whatnot, and they've been upgraded and blended in to get things to work. And they even showed, you know, like this 37. So it is not even clear what the deal is or what the problem is. Well, besides all this stupid enchanted armor, I changed out this armor, and if you look up there where it says adds 590 or 2720 where it says armor, I changed this out because it was a level 25. There was one that was actually a 26, or I'm sorry, a 21 that I had. And instead of being a 2770, it was like a 1087 and had well over more magicka that could be added to it. Or the health was way higher than that. It's a level 25. This is lower than the one I was wearing prior. And the one I was wearing prior was low level. It's like I wasted my time getting rid of it. So that was stupid. Now, this is your crowns that I was talking about. There's nothing cheap about these. These are expensive. So what you think you're getting a deal, you're not. And you'll be spending more trying to get ahead. So really, this game's a money maker. It's more of a money maker and less of anything else. There's there are people that be like, "Oh no, it's great." No, it's not. The game's just like built around being a mage, is what I think it is. I still can't find where you can buy these, except right here. And there's not a whole lot that goes up into this. They got all these special offers and whatnot. It's like, it's actually it gets frustrating when you're dealing with it. That's how pointless it is. Plus, you get a non-combatant pet that follows you around. He doesn't do nothing. Dingo just sits there looking like that, scratching the floor. So, what is the issue? Let's take a look at it. So, now, I'm busy fighting, right? So, this guy here is already wiping me out. I'm not even going to survive this. See? And what happened was I came up around that bend, and you see where they ran to? I come right up there, and they spot me. So when I ran behind this rock, and she was popping all them arrows through me. It was on me in a second. Now I'm dead. This is what I go through a lot in the game, which is one of my complaints, because it's ridiculous. It's like you're wall to wall, you can't really move around, and you're trying to move around, and every time you try to do that, you got to fight more to try to get through, and it's hard to do. And it's almost like it's created for mages, because, and the only reason why I'm saying that is because all these people with mage powers are the only ones that I can see that can get through all this crap by themselves. It's like, if you don't want to be a mage, you have to, or you'll never get through this. And it's stupid. It's really dumb. That's absolutely no balance whatsoever in the game. There's even spots that you have to get to by sneaking. Like, you have to follow this one guy when you're in the Daedric world. So I'm following this guy, and he's running past every single enemy that's out there. And no matter how far I stay away from them, they can see me, and they come after me. Well, according to the stupid fix that tells you, that the retards developers put in there, that you take this, and it actually hides you so you can't be spotted, so that you can follow this guy. But she's talking how nobody else can spot her. That's how she safely gets through the woods. Yet you go through there and everybody sees you. Well, what good was it? It's no good. And it's wall-to-wall enemies you're dealing with. That's how dumb it is. It's like, what idiot it came up with that? I guess maybe I played too many sensible combat games that this stupid crap is getting on my nerves. Okay, so what we're going to do is that we got one. So we're going to take her on because one is easier. So I'll show you. So you see that? I took a bit of a beating, but I got it done. That's dealing with only one. So really, when you see that, there should be no problem. I should be able to take out 3 of them, because that just really wasn't much of a fight. So let's go find 3 to take out. So now we got a guy here with this hammer that we're going to take on. And the reason why we're going to take him on is because I snuck through this, and after I got killed and restarted, that's another thing I noticed. Where you snuck through last, there will be a guard there later. It's like, well, that was pointless. Like, there ain't enough guards walking around in here. It's, oh, you're in an enemy base is what you're in by now. So let's take him. He's Storm guy. Okay, now that he's taken out of the way, we're going to move our way through, because we're going to get down there where there's more than one person, and we're now going to take on 3. 'Cause that should be easy. I mean, it was nothing to take on 1, right? So let's go get 3. And here we go.
Strike now.
Now, wasn't that something? Now, if you take a look, there's another player in the fight. Okay? They showed up because what it is that they're on their own mission, and now they showed up afterwards. Now, to get through, that's because you have to come up here and unlock the stuff. I'm already past this. I died trying to fight the big guy. So, as you notice, when he was fighting them, he was using Mage, and he had no trouble taking everybody else out. You see that a lot. It's like, but for me, it's like every time I turn around, I gotta struggle to get through. And look at them. They're moving around, and none of the guards see him. So not only does he have Magica, but he can sneak past everybody. Me, I keep getting caught all the time. So, I don't know what it is that I keep doing wrong, because I've actually sat and just watched other players fight, and I notice a lot of the combatants, like myself, we end up hanging out. They end up being grouped with mages, because this whole frickin' Skyrim is filled with these mages. It's like everybody's a mage in here. And somebody was saying how the game's gotten easy, and what it is that they're most likely a mage, and they got all their money invested into their character, where somebody like me, who doesn't have their money invested into their character, has to struggle to get myself anywheres, and the other stuff is not available unless I get it through the Crown Store. That's what I like about Fallout 76, because whatever you get through Adams, it's just skin changes or room decors, because your character can fight as you level up. I don't know what happens here. I got all this stuff, and it don't mean dick in the battlefield. And it's a struggle. It's very, very annoying. And I'm not going to waste an entire video on this, but when you're dying over and over and over again, you just don't see it anybody else's way, and then you reach that point you don't care. And I currently don't care. That's how I feel about it. So, I mean, because I'm not going to be a mage to get through what needs to be done. What the developers need to do is they need to all be fired and the game revamped by better developers who understand balance mechanics and players and stuff like they do in Fallout 76. Maybe they should take them developers and have them straighten out the issues in this stupid game, because it gets very, very old. There's nothing cheap to have junkware. And where I'm at now, it's very freaking annoying. So basically what I've been doing is just traveling. I really don't care. I travel. If I can't get it done, then I don't even waste my time doing it. I'll get back to it when I'm in the mood again. And I wasn't even in the mood. I'm not even in the mood to play this game, because it's just a waste of my time, really. I got better things to do than get my pancreatitis all worked up just because I can't get past the main boss. That's why I'm here to begin with. So, but I thought I'd show some of that, because, like, dealing with them people, there are those three, just to get past them, I died over a dozen times dealing with each of the mammoths, but I had bought a whole mess of soul gems and wasted a lot of my gold coin on them soul gems, and just to get to where that big boss was, I ran out. So I don't have any more. There's all the soul gems are gone. It took 12 soul gems for me to get to the bosses area, so I didn't have to spawn here and start over. Because if you die here, everything that you accomplish going forward, you have to fight it again. And you have to fight it again. And again, and again, and again. It doesn't boost you really. Because with everything I've done, the best I can show for is being about 27 in 100 hours. I actually had went further in Fallout 76 than I have with this game. This game is just an uphill battle. And for somebody like me, it gets old and tiresome really quick, becomes boring, and you gotta stop playing it. There's just no point in playing it. And that's where I'm at with this today. And this video is made because some jackass doesn't get the message. So I'm here to purposely point out the issues within the game. And I'm telling you, if the only way you're getting through here more efficient is you got to be a mage. And if you're not a mage, you ain't getting far except fighting an uphill battle. So you better, this is where your friend list comes in. Which reminds me, another thing. So this is the Ebony Flask, which is located here in Ebonheart. This is the area that you're at. Because when I first played the game, I started out here. But now I keep finding myself in the retarded cat kingdom, which I don't understand why I'm starting out there. I don't want to be there. When I started this character, I wanted to be here. But they don't give you a point of origin where you can start or where you don't start. So they have a tendency to shove down your throat even if you don't want it. Because like I said, the developers are not that brilliant. Because they're not thinking when they did this. Because there are issues that they need to handle. They stop smoking the pot and quit getting high. Maybe they can get their head clear. But this is the Ebony Flask. And in this place is a room that you get for free. So now we're in the inn, which basically anybody who's played Skyrim and Oblivion, it's basically drinking, eating area plus room and board. But in this game here, you can get a room for free. So when you get this, this is yours. Now, anytime you get a place and that you buy it, there'll be no furnishings. So like I got it for free, there's no furnishings. You had to spend money to buy the crowns, and then you have to go down here to where it says furnitures. Now, they rip you off with this too, because when you go to buy stuff like these accessory sets, you spend a lot of crowns for nothing. And if you don't watch what you're doing, it'll tell you that when you purchased it, you don't have enough room for that. So I don't know where it gets stored, but it seems like you never have enough room unless you buy something else. And it'll tell you, if you want to have more room, buy a bigger home. And the thing is that I got like a larger place and I can't store that much stuff. If I want to store more stuff, then I have to get the this here, this ESO Plus. And what's annoying is this is not something that you buy and that's the end of that because it's a DLC. This is something that you have to make payments on or you lose it all. So you have to pay it so often to keep it. I had a friend who had this and he was mad because he bought into this, he had it, and then he found out that if he doesn't cover it, I think it was like every month, he'll lose it, and along with everything else you get. So what good is all this extra storage to double the size of my bank account or anything else to have to lose it if I don't keep the payments up, just to have all this extra crap? And most of this stuff is not all that, because you could buy your own DLC access and play out the game. The crowns each month to spend in the game are paid members only. So it's like you have to have this. So maybe you need to be an idiot online player to buy this. I shouldn't say that's not the player's fault. You have to buy this by the idiot developer in order to accomplish something. So basically, if I was an ESO Plus member, maybe I would have less problems trying to get past stuff. Which, the game becomes market and commercial. But anyways, you got to buy your furniture, and then once you get it in the inventory, you can decorate your home, and you are limited to what you can use. Now, the one issue I had with this home is that I cannot put my friend on the list to be able to come visit me. Once again, another idiot troll does not know what he's talking about. He's like, well, the problem is it's on your end. No, the problem is that you need to keep your mouth shut, because all you're about is protecting the game, because you are an idiot like that. So shut up. Nobody's talking to you. This here says visit primary residence. Edit note, send email, remove friend, or ignore. When he's online, says the same thing. So whether he's online or not, this is all I have. I have nothing to invite him and put him in here. And I heard you could do that. I can't do that. There's nothing here. When he was online, I kept telling him to hold up because he was outside. Because when he came in, he didn't come in here because we were on Steam talk. So he said he's in the room, but it's empty. I go, okay, step outside. And I kept trying to invite him, add him. There's nothing for it. Couldn't do it. Went into this stupid editor. There's no option in the editor whatsoever. Just go to the front entrance. Browse the collection of stuff that you're limited with. Place things. That's it. And I've tried and tried. And the stupid retarded troll is busy talking smack instead of being helpful in any way. See, that's why I can't stand about protective trolls, and I always talk down about them, because they're a pile of trash. Because they protect the game, and the morons don't understand they're destroying the game, because somebody like me comes up there and says, well, here, just like you when you're complaining, I have nothing too, and I run into the same problem. Yeah, I'm a combatant just like you. I have the same issues. And that's what has to be known. Not protected because I'm going to protect the game because I'm an idiot like that. You know, you're not helping nothing. You will get banned first. I guarantee you that. You will not be the first. Keep that in mind. But anyways, that's all I'm going on about it. I'm definitely not going to make a tutorial about it. I wouldn't even waste my time on Twitch with this. There's nobody who wants to see me at a level 27 with all this upgraded dragon power, and I can't even get past 3 people with my fancy dragon powers. Never. I will go on Twitch and bash this thing to Kingdom Come first. That I will do. But I'll never go up on Twitch with respect for the game. So there's no going on Twitch at all. Unless another idiot opens his mouth and I'm forced to, because that's what actually is the reason why I got this video. Have a good day.